It's baseball time in Knoxville, and the Smokies are set for another night under the lights at America's friendliest ballpark. The Pilot Pre-Game Show rolls on right here on the Smokies Baseball Network.
All right, Smokies fans, welcome back to another Pilot Pre-Game Show alongside Brian Keiss, Ted Clark, and Richie Giuliano behind the ones and twos. I'm your host, Connor Nelson, and we're here for Wrestling Night. And I'm assuming that's why you're here as well. We're going to have some wrestling down in the Modelo Watering Hole after the game, but we had to shout out this venue we're at. We're at the Yardley Flats. So Yardley Flats, just beyond the left field wall, of course. If you're in the stadium right now, you can see it. We're here in the home run hangout on the second floor, but a few quick notes about the Yardley Flats. They were recently named Best of Tennessee in the apartment community for Knoxville and the 2026 CoStar Impact Awards for the Multifamily Development of the Year, with luxury apartment homes starting at $1,700 a month. Yardley Flats delivers one of the premier living experiences in downtown Knoxville. So, guys, this is your first time over here at the Yardley Flats. What's one thing you're kind of noticing around the room about this hangout space?
I'd say it's just a really nice place to be. It's got great views outside. The pool's right there. You can see the stadium. It's a great place to come and hang out if you live here and to watch this game. It's just got everything you want.
All right, and Brian?
I got to say, Connor, I'm impressed. This place has been, I watched it be built, and just to be here inside of it and see all the amenities. We've got pool to our left. We've got gaming. We've got pools. All of it is so cool. It's a great place to be, especially to watch a baseball game.
All right, and we're here at the Yardley Flats, but also, fans, we got to let you know that our pregame show is brought to you by Pilot. Pilot's out here to fuel your game day drive with gas, snacks, and more. Pilot, see you out here. All right, guys, I think we're about ready to get into the rest of our Pilot pregame show, but first, we got to talk about Wrestling Night. So, fans, you get ready for it, themed music, themed in-game entertainment. I think this is probably the only day you can give anybody the people's elbow just for fun and nobody's going to get mad at you. So I'm probably going to take these two down right after this so single-handedly. That's why I'm wearing the mask, of course. But, we also got to talk some baseball, guys. And we're in a pretty important stretch right here in the Smokies baseball season. We've got about 15 games left in the first half. And you know what that means? If you're at the top of the standings at the end of the first half, your ticket is punched to the playoffs. See what I did there, guys? You like? Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
There we go. Sorry, I had to call it out. But, we're punching everything tonight. So trying to punch our ticket to the playoffs. We're about, a game and a half back of the Chattanooga Lookouts. Currently in second place are our Knoxville Smokies with a record of 28-26. Chattanooga up at the top, 30-25. So, Ted, I'm going to throw it to you first. What do you think is the key for the Smokies to go ahead and jump the Chattanooga Lookouts with just 2.5 series remaining?
I think just closing out this series, winning these games, and then coming back or going into Montgomery next week, get on top of Montgomery quick. Don't let them show up like they did a couple weeks ago and win here. We got to go to their place and take some from them.
Yeah, we got to get up on top of them, like you said, off the top rope. I like that. All right. And then, Brian, what do you think is the key to the Smokies' success in taking the first half?
I'm also going to go back to the top. I think it's going to be in the later stages at the bullpen. The pitching is going to really have to lock down for the remainder of this series, and going on the road onto Montgomery, it's going to be a big factor for the Smokies.
All right. So let's go ahead and dive into today's matchup, guys. We've got a pretty good pitching matchup. We saw a great one last night between Dawson Nets and one of the top prospects for the Barons. But tonight, we've got Tyler Schlafer versus Lucas Gordon. So first off, let's go ahead and talk about Tyler Schlafer, our guy, 6'1", 180, 25 years old, and he's got some electric stuff. Ted, what do you got on the right-hander?
I got it. It's a mid-90s fastball. Like you said, 6'1", 180. He's already faced Birmingham this season, and he came out and he dominated through 5 scoreless innings. His longest game was also against the Barons that year. He's got a really good curveball that he loves to throw in these 2-strike counts to get the strikeouts for him. But yeah, and he's been electric at home. He's got a 3.38 ERA at home, so I think he's poised to do a great day today.
All right, and then Brian, what do you got on Schlafer?
I think he's been great. To Ted's point, I think he's really had that kind of lockdown pitching, especially at home. He really likes the day game, which he's got a little bit of today. It's going to be a really fun one to be able to pitch at home. He's limited the long ball a lot here, and his strikeout rate has skyrocketed at Covenant Health Park. So I think it's going to be a good get-right game for him after a really nice month of May.
Yeah, and for fans, you're going to see something that you don't see a lot on the baseball field. Tyler Schlafer loves to manipulate the pitch clock and get the hitters off their timing, whether it's using all of the pitch clock, whether it's going right after him. You're going to see him try and manipulate the hitters. It's one of his favorite parts of his game. And then on the other side, a guy that I have some experience with, Lucas Gordon, the 6'1", 193-pound, 24-year-old southpaw. Ted, what do you got on the lefty?
I will say, like you said, I have a note on here that says Connor went to school with him. So, hey, but he has also faced Knoxville already. He's coming off a really rough week against Pensacola. He threw twice against them, gave up 4 earned runs. Can't read sometimes. And but he's coming into this game looking to bounce back. He had a great May, went 2-1 with a 4.66 ERA. I will say his ERA does jump up to 7 when he's playing away. So hopefully he might look a little rough tonight playing in the away at Covenant Health Park.
All right. Well, Smokies fans who are hanging out at Covenant Health Park, you're seeing some pictures of Lucas Gordon right now, maybe as a Cole Baron, maybe as a WWE Cole Baron. But Brian, what do you got on the southpaw?
I think his advantage tonight is going to be the fact that he is a southpaw. Very, very heavy right-handed lineup for the Smokies tonight. So that's going to be an advantage for him. He's going to be able to limit the run game, which for the Smokies this season has been the story of their season on the base pass. So being able to limit that, maybe a little bit of a quicker move from the left side, that's going to be super important for him tonight.
Yeah, and for Lucas, just some background on him, like you were saying, went to high school with him. It was just for 1 year back at Notre Dame High School in Sherman Oaks, California. They were loaded with talent. Lucas Gordon, one of just a handful of guys to get into pro ball from that program, spent his college ball at the University of Texas. And this is a southpaw who has always been the top dog in the rotation. Doesn't matter where he's been. And another fun fact, I know we were talking about, different kind of pitchers and how they hit in high school. He also raked in high school. He was playing first base, maybe a little bit of outfield here and there. You had a left-handed swing. It was pretty sweet. That's all I'll say. And, I had 2 at-bats against him. Do you guys want to guess what happened in those 2 at-bats, if you don't already know?
You know what? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I think you were hitting against him, I'm guessing. Is that what you're saying?
This is correct, yeah.
I think you got a hit, and I think you might have popped out.
All right, Brian, what is your guess?
I'm going to say bunt down the left field line.
That's a
bunt down the left field line? All right. Well, I got some power in my bunts, I guess. But, I love your guys' confidence in me. Unfortunately, I went 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. In the strikeout, I don't think I took the bat off my shoulders, but that was also why I was a PO in college. So,
hey, a walk is a production. It's an on-base percentage right there.
500 on-base percentage, Lucas. Let's see what happens. All right, nothing from Brian there. He's all out of words now. He just wants to see me face Richie Giuliano behind the 1s and 2s. Smokies fans, if you want to see that too, let us know. I know you guys always see us walking around the stadium. Richie thinks he can get a hit off me. So does Ted right here. And
confident.
All that I'm saying, I think I might have to wear this mask on the mound, and there is 0 shot you guys are touching me after that. And then I'm probably going to be ready for you to charge the mound just in case I give you some sweet
we get a hit,
music.
do we get to do a face reveal with the mask? Get to rip the mask off?
That's fine. Yeah, we can make that deal. But you know what? All right, enough about me. Let's go ahead and get back into game number 5 here between the Smokies and the Barons, AA affiliates of the Cubs and the White Sox. So some Chicago rivalry right here in the Southern League. Let's go ahead and go over the batting lineup. So first, which one of you guys wants to give me the home starting 9?
I got the home starting 9 right here. Let's see what Lance Reimel cooked up for us today. Leadoff position, you got Alex Ramirez playing right field. You got Jefferson Rojas at the 2 spot playing third. Owen Ayers, the switch hitter, is the DH for tonight. Andy Garriola hitting in the cleanup spot, playing center field. Carter Trice is out in left, batting in the 5 hole. Edgar Alvarez, the lefty, is playing first base. And then rounding out the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9, is going to be Carson Seamus at shortstop, Ariel Armas at catcher, and the switch hitter, Hayden Cantrell, playing second base.
All right, I'm loving the lineup. And then over here, Brian, what are the Barons running out for game 5?
Well, it's very similar, guys. Jordan Sprinkle will be in the leadoff spot at shortstop. Alec Makarevich, is that how you say it?
Makarevich, there you go.
There it is. He will be at first base batting second. Anthony DePino will be the DH batting third. Samuel Zavala will be the cleanup hitter batting out of the left side in center field. Jacob Burke will be in right batting fifth. Then Calvin Harrison, another lefty, will be catching tonight. Jarrell Perez will be at third. Brandon Dixon in the 8 hole, and rounding things out, Drake Logan in the 9 hole for the Barons. They look to get right here again and snap the 2-game win streak for the Smokies.
That's right. Well, hey, and now I don't know what side you're on right now, Brian. This is the Smokies Pilot Pre-Game Show, all right? We're not trying to snap anything right now. We're trying to take 3 in a row from the Barons. And you know what I think is going to be a big part of that? as the lights go out and I get ready to absolutely take you two down. But we're going to talk about kind of our clicks, in this lineup. Who's going to be the pick to click tonight? And for me, I'm going to go first because, yeah, that's right. I'm taking control with this mask on, Ted. Yeah, you too, Brian. You don't even want to look me in the eyes right now. All right. My guy's going to be Edgar Alvarez. He is newly become a father. So, he's got that dad strength, powering through him right now. Maybe, some more sleepless nights, but the dad strength, I think, is a real thing. So Edgar Alvarez, my pick to click tonight here in game number 5. Ted, who are you looking at to make a big impact?
My bad. About the switching of the paper right there. I think Alex Ramirez, he's been great in that leadoff spot, and I think he's going to come back out tonight and just pick up right where he's been leaving off. Just hit after hit after hit.
As the lights go down again. And Brian, who is your pick?
Well, I think Owen Ayers is going to turn the lights on again tonight. He had a very, very nice night last night, 3 for 5 with that home run and the double as well. He had 5 RBIs in the night in the walk-off win yesterday. He's going to come out, and he's been super solid all year long in the middle of the order as a catcher, and that's really what you want from your backstop. So he's going to have a really nice game again today.
All right, looking for all of these guys to make an impact in game number 5. Take 3 in a row from the Barons, but if you're not done with today's baseball and you want more, well, we've got another game tomorrow. Of course, we got a whole homestand here at Covenant Health Park, and fans listening in the stands, it's going to be.
Take it.
Sorry, I had to get the chuckles here. 6-7 day tomorrow, of course, June 7th. It's going to be our Kids Activation Day, Kids Summer Activation Day. And if you're one of the first 500 kids in attendance, you can get an ice cream drip jersey. And I've been saying it all week, guys. Really, really sad they didn't make these in adult sizes. I would love to have rocked one of those jerseys with the luchador mask on. I mean, have you guys seen these jerseys? I mean, I'm sure we're popping a picture.
I have. These things are
they're sick.
I love the colors on them, and I love this design for it. I don't know who designed them, but I think they did a great job.
They remind me of like the ice cream gloves. Did you see those guys?
Those
are really cool. Like very similar look to those, and I'm a big fan of them. So
yeah, during our last speed pitch competition, we had some kids with the ice cream shorts too. I got to pick me up a couple of those. I don't know if I'm, I think I might be getting into the unk range though, so I don't know if I'm quite there yet. But, Smokies fans, we still do have a little bit in store for you here on the Pilot Pre-Game Show. If you missed yesterday's game, we've got a whole highlight package just going over everything that happened. It was an insanely long game, almost over 3 hours, and the Smokies were able to walk it off. So if you didn't see it, let's relive the highlights from yesterday's win.
There's a fly ball in the air. Deep left center field. Zavala on the run. He's not going to get it. It hits the warning track and then bounces into the bullpen for a ground rule double. Rojas awarded home. Fun to watch every day.
That one is smashed. Right field on a frozen rope, and salute goodbye over the right field wall. That got out of here in a hurry. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a sharp ground ball, could be 2. Cantrell, backhanded flip. Stevens to first. Got him! Inning-ending double play with the bases loaded. And Birmingham, that ball's ripped over the bag. It's a fair ball. Down into the corner. It's a tie game. Cantrell flying around the bases. Oh, baby, a triple. And a game.
There's a ball that bounces off Asante. Grabbed by Alvarez, throws it back to the pitcher, and they got him. That was a work of art. Like it wasn't like just a point to first base. There's a ground ball, base hit. That's going to tie the game out into the gap. Rojas scores. And a wild throw, and Ayers breaking for second to throw. He slides, and he's out. We're tied at 6. There's a chopper to third. Rojas has the runner hung up. Chases him towards the plate. Throws home, tags him out. Nice play. Hey, that was great. Seamus grounds one in the right field. Base hit. Here comes the tying run. They've done it again. This time it's Seamus. And it's a 7-7 game here in the 11th. Fly ball, deep right field. There's back to the track, and it's fair, and the ball game's over, and Rojas has delivered in the 11th. 8-7. Smokies win it. The marathon is over. What do you say?
All right. That was the voice of Mick Gillespie on that walk-off call, as well as Richie Giuliano. They are going to be back on the mic today, hopefully looking for some more magical moments from the Smokies here on Wrestling Night. So Smokies fans at Covenant Health Park, make sure you check out the post-game wrestling show right there in the Modelo watering hole. They're going to be flying off the top ropes. I may even give the people's elbow to Brian, maybe even Ted too. We're going to practice after this, get the show arranged for you. But for Smokies fans listening on radio, first pitch will be coming up after this. For those in Covenant Health Park, thank you for tuning into the Pilot Pre-Game Show alongside Brian, Ted, and Richie over there. I am Connor Nelson, and this was the Pilot Pre-Game Show on the Smokies Baseball Network. Now, for using the stands, let's go Smokies.